Hello and welcome back to the Open Resorcery. It's Devi, and today we're going to be covering altars. So what is an altar besides, just a big formal space that seems to have no purpose? So what this is pretty much setting up a guest room and telling your deities, your entities, your spirits, your energies, hey, I am inviting you to stay in my space, and I am creating a space for you to exist within my space. So pretty much it is a committed relationship where you're like, we're moving in together, in the least formal terms. But in more formal terms, it is where you evoke those energies, especially if you're on a more formal relationship with those deities and entities and spirits and whatnot. That is the space where it is ceremonial. It is very much dependent upon the relationship that you have with them. Just like in any other relationship, you may start more formal, kind of figuring each other out, okay, how does this work? How do we go together? What are we doing? And then it may get more comfortable, or it may just stick with that kind of rigidity. Dependent really on your level of comfortability and the receptivity of that spirit or deity, which as you work with them more and more and more, you will understand. So that's the why. That's the what it is, the purpose of it, and the why. So who? Honestly, it can be as ambiguous as a specific type of energy. I am going to attract abundance, so I am going to create an altar to abundance. Boom. An energy, something that you are inviting into your home. As simple as that. It can be as grandiose as you want it to be, as you need it to be, or it can be as simple as maybe a little figure. Like say you are creating a altar to Ganesha, right? Maybe you've got a little statuette. You've got a place for incense. You've got candles. You have an offering plate, if that's what you so choose. Very simple. I know a lot of people also use a offering bowl in terms of cleansing. I don't feel that's quite necessary, but I understand why they would do so. For myself, I feel it's much. It's got some muchness behind it, and I'm just like, it's not needed. But that is, like I said before, entirely up to you. I know in terms of setting up altars, there are some people that are very much like to the T, you need this, and you need this, and you need this. What I would suggest is that you kind of go within yourself, you form that relationship with the spirit overall, right off the bat, and then you kind of mold it to it. Just like somebody moving into your apartment or moving into your home, right? A lot of times they bring with them what they need. And then over time it's like, hey, I didn't think I would need this, but I'm kind of in need of it now. And then you adapt and you move forward. But with the thoughts that other people have, and they've got some words for it. So, an agalma. I was talking about the little statuette, the little symbol of the spirit or the deity. That would be it. That would be the object of activity of worship. I don't necessarily sit there and think of it as, on your knees praying and worshiping, but if that is your style of communing with the spirits, go for it. That is your thing. Then there is the synthema, a token, a symbol, or seal of the gods that one finds in nature. So this can be as simple as a branch. It can be a stone. It can be a shell. It can be a bone. It doesn't matter what it is, but it has to align with that spirit. It's more of, think of it as you and that God were having something communing, and they pointed it out to you in a sense, like made it stand out to you in a way that you cannot ignore it. This one, the washing bowl, this is the where I'm just like, that I don't think is needed. It's not necessary. Where you're sanctifying yourself in a sense, but I feel like that can be very over the top. If you feel like you want to cleanse your hands, cleanse your face, and kind of be consecrated in a sense by that, go for it. That is up to you. That is your discretion. Of course, offering bowls and then the material offerings that go inside of it. Those, I would say are more necessary. There are times where I know I've gotten mead and I've poured some for the altars that I have kept. Or as simple as this, I made tea. Something to commune with, something to share. And that's what it is. It can be as simple as that, or it can be as extravagant as you want. Like somebody said, like coins and feathers and different kinds of carvings. If that is what makes it feel like that spirit or that deity is happy with what you've got, go for it. Icons. This one, honestly, I think we already covered it. I don't necessarily think that they should be two different things. And the text that I'm going off of, I will link below. It's just, I think it's a little much. Sacred texts, sure. If there is actually a sacred text, go for it. If not, I honestly think that one's something that can be put to the side. A small bench or shelf. No, not so much. Religious clothing reserved for worship. This one, I think, is going to completely depend on the practitioner. I know for myself, and I mean, little TMI, but a lot of times I will find going sky-clad or not clad at all, in a sense, brings more of a communing energy. Some people feel that it's more of, wearing a robe or something of that sense. That's fine. It's going to go completely on your comfort, and it is going completely on, how you feel in the space. Do you feel like you need something? Is it helping you get into the mindset of, I am communing with the spirit? They have an adze, which is pretty much a wand. This is just an extension of self. Using your hands is just fine. It's not necessary. A censer. Censers are good. Censers are good, and I will recommend them time and time again, because I'm not going to lie to you. I have had so many glass containers or breakable containers bust open on me because of incense, even though they said they were fire safe. Go figure. A cushion for sitting during meditative prayer. If you feel like you are meditating with the spirit, go for it. Lectern, that's a little much. Not so much, but that's me. I feel like the simpler, the better in terms of this, because I am more so creating a comfortable space where I can commune in comfort with myself and them, versus a, Almighty God, I am invoking thee, and da-da-da-da, because that doesn't feel genuine to me. But if it feels genuine to you and it feels like that is appropriate, go for it. Musical instruments. Yes. All day long. Yes. If you feel like, even as simple as a maraca. Do that. Do that. I know I have some singing bowls. Go for it. That helps you get into the mode where you are communing. But like I said, and like I have been saying, it can be as extravagant or as simple as you feel comfortable doing. And it can evolve over time. Just remember, these altars are the sacred spaces, right? We're sanctifying them. We are bringing in spirit. We are communing with spirit. Cleanse them. If you're letting them get dusty, how are you communing with spirit? How are you allowing them to live comfortably? I know everyone can live comfortably in some degree of filth. Let's be real. We're humans. But why would you want that for somebody else? So think about that before you set up an altar. What is your relationship with that spirit? How does it go? And then from there, build it for yourself. It doesn't have to be as strict and you need this and you need this and you need this. Flow with it. But that's really my chat on altars. Take it or leave it. It's really up to personal discretion. But this has been Devi on the Open Resourcery, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.